Well, I guess this hairstyle isn't totally misleading. Although initially I didn't realize this, the Enneagram system is mainly based around what a person fears. This is the main way a type can be identified, and also forms the basis of how this system can be used for self-growth. Often referred to as the individualists, Type 4s desire differentiation from other people. This isn't the same as seeing themselves as being superior or better, but they want to be noticeably different and distinguishable. They want to be special in some sense. Carving out some kind of uniqueness or occupying an unusual niche is very much their aim. They fear being seen as average, common, typical, generic. They're often associated with being artists, or at least artistic. This makes a lot of sense, since to be an artist in the truest sense means to express something that only you can express. If it isn't your individual voice being manifested through the art, then you're simply performing a task that any or many other people could do. It's no different to being a tradesperson changing a light bulb. Some of us need a tradesperson to change a light bulb, evidently. So attraction to art, particularly producing art, is something that 4s will definitely have as a general rule. It might not be art in the conventional sense, but them creating something that is personal to them is something to look out for. It should also be noted that they do tend to be naturally very good artists. They simply understand the language of art better than others, and see its ability to convey a complex set of emotions, sometimes even contradictory emotions, in a way that makes sense. They feel like they can make sense and make sense of themselves through art. The central assumption in their mind is that if they're not different, they won't be loved or lovable. They won't be significant. And obviously, like the fears of every type, it's based on an incorrect assumption. Conventionality doesn't need to be rejected for its own sake. Normalcy is not always the enemy. There is a problem or dilemma that arises commonly for Type 4s, and it's exactly the problem you'd expect. They feel like they don't fit in. In this sense, they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be both unique and unusual, yet accepted and included, which is pretty difficult to do. Every type is seeking acceptance on some level, and I think that Type 4s have one of the most conflicted paths, at least in their mind, to achieving that. Death, drama, and darkness. Type 4s have a morbid curiosity. This ties in with their main desire. Sometimes the best way to be unique is to lean into your darkness or tragedy, and it's no surprise that those places give birth to most significant art. The same is true for drama, I think. The idea that comes to mind is some musician for whom every breakup results in a brilliant album. No other type makes more use of their tragedy, drama, and darkness than the Type 4. At their best, Type 4s are highly individualistic and creative. They stand out in positive ways, and if they reach a certain level of maturity, they don't mind sometimes going along with the crowd.